Gamers, I'm back, but terrible news. I don't have any more Dr. Pepper Zero, I'm afraid. I did a classic mistake when I put the Dr. Pepper Zero in the fridge. I just put the whole box in the fridge instead of taking all the cans out. So when I grabbed the can yesterday, I just went, well, the box is still there, so it feels like there's probably going to be at least one more can in there. And then I opened my fridge, I don't know, like 10 minutes ago when I got home. Empty box. Sadly, an empty box. And then you know what the most fucked up thing is? I didn't even... Well, that's true. Hey, box to break down. And I got us, of all the boxes to break down, a 12-pack of soda is one of the best. Because the folds of the cardboard are so weak and so thin. You can basically just cleave it apart. You can cleave it in twain. The most fucked up part is that I didn't take the empty box out of the fridge. I closed the fridge and went, well, that's the next guy's problem. Or maybe I'll open it up. And next time I open it up, there'll be a Dr. Pepper Zero in there. And I'll be like, oh shit, I forgot. There actually was one. But you're the next guy? That is, honestly, that's part of the beauty of getting older is there comes an age, I'm going to say it's the day after your 25th birthday when your brain finally stops growing, when you realize that you are the next guy. When you realize that it's not you're not being replaced in your sleep. So you, unless you really, really want to, should not have 6 beers and go to bed late and then wake up like with bleary eyes when your alarm goes off and then be like, oh, the last guy's... I think the night Jerry and morning Jerry dichotomy, I think Jerry was wrong. Perhaps one of the only things Jerry Seinfeld's ever been wrong about in his entire life. I think he was wrong. I understand the concept of the night Jerry and the morning Jerry, but Jerry was too old to be making the joke that they're two separate entities. Jerry should have known that night Jerry and morning Jerry are the same Jerry. But what do you expect out of a man in his 30s who has like 8 different kinds of cereal in his house? I mean, seriously, man. Bro lives alone. Why does he have like 9 boxes of cereal in his house? Fucking asshole, man. What an idiot. He said earlier today, if you're in your 30s, your favorite song shouldn't be catchy too. Red, you're being dishonest. You're taking me, not out of context, because this is very, very close to what I said. However, I said you are not evil if you're 37 and your favorite, which is not in your 30s, it's almost in your 40s. You are not evil if you're 37 and your favorite song is Come On Over Baby by Christina Aguilera. But I do sort of look at it like... You know, I didn't say, no, librarian, I didn't say stupid. I think I would be dapping you up a little bit more if it was something that maybe had maybe a little bit of depth to it beyond just like, it's a cool song to throw on at a party or like to sing along to when I'm driving or something like that. I did not think it, because I think you can be smart and have what I would describe as generalized tastes. Let's put it that way. Does that make sense? Like, honestly, if I wanted to find some, and I don't, so please save your recommendations. If I wanted to get some, like, great movies to watch, I'm not going to talk to a neurosurgeon. His favorite movie's probably, like, Iron Man 1 or Jurassic Park or something like that. They spend too much time hyperfixating on their work and prior to that, their school, and maybe they have a family as well. They don't have time to delve into the weeds of all this stuff. I would rather, honestly, give me someone who's unemployed. Give me like a 37-year-old dude with a master's degree who's unemployed. Tell me what his favorite movie is. He's about to blow my fucking mind. So that's why I'm saying it's not a sign of intelligence if your favorite song is perhaps something with a little bit, well, I would describe it as a little bit more emotional depth than Come On Over Baby by Christina Aguilera. Say something maybe, and I flop, and I flip and I flop. I tend to default to Close to the Edge by Yes, but I mean like anybody else. If you ask me tomorrow, it could be different. And you ask me a month from now, it could be even more different. And then if you ask me a month after that, it could be Close to the Edge again. I don't know. But one thing, you really like, you don't think it's a little crazy? Or maybe I'm the crazy one for having, my favorite song isn't necessarily something you hear on the radio. But like if I talk to someone my age and they said their favorite song was Come On Over Baby by Christina Aguilera. Ooh, it's kind of... Wait, if they said it was kind of... Ooh, it's kind of crazy by Soul Decision, I might be fucking with them a little bit. Ooh, it's kind of crazy. I've been thinking maybe. Gotta get you out of my mind. First you said you want me, then you something. Why don't you just give me a sign? If you want my love. Any Americans know what the fuck we're talking about? No? Good. All right, let's keep going. Kind of faded, but I'm feeling all right. Think about making my move tonight. How about fucking McMaster and James? Bro, Canadian nostalgia moment incoming? You've never been in the fucking No Frills in Napanee, Ontario, and then have this shit come on the fucking No Frills radio. Listen, and it's got like that pseudo-Caribbean beat. You wouldn't think these are two fellows from Winnipeg or whatever, but wait till you get into the chorus here when they go, yeah. You just got to give it a second. It is kind of Disney Cruise music, I'll give you that. You can tell they're getting close to the chorus because the voices got higher. Oh, just wait for the do. I mean, if you're not fucking with woo, yeah. I mean, are you a real human being? It does sound like PS2 music, I'll give you that. Nah, man, this shit was made in Winnipeg. I feel like that Latin guitar sound was popular in the early 2000s. That's Mr. Observant in the YouTube comments. So true. Holy shit, they're talking like a Tomodachi Life. I had forgotten this song. Memories come to me suddenly. I miss the year 2000 when I used to watch good music videos like this on Much Music, but not anymore. This is trash now. It sounds like he's over the song. He's like, wait, I used to love watching this song. Now I watch it in 2026, I realize it fucking sucks, man. And Much Music's still awesome. Yeah. Can I say something? That's so funny for a guy like me. Oh. Yeah, I don't think I would mind a steel drum. Your take on people not looking up from their phones yesterday is pissing me off. Ride the New York City subway every day. If it's not one thing, it's another. I'm not giving them the attention every other day. Jesus Christ is reincarnated on my train and I still don't look up. What the fuck are you looking at on your phone? Like, I'm an atheist. I think if I saw Jesus Christ reanimate in front of me, I still would be like, jury's out. But I'm going to look up from I'm going to look up from whatever the fuck I'm doing on my phone. I'm not going to be like, let me finish this article. I'm going to be like, holy shit. What could you possibly be consuming right now? That is, what could you possibly be consuming that's more interesting than Joker versus Pennywise on the subway? Like, it's not like you're performing like heart surgery by what is it they call it? The desktop remote, you know? You're not doing anything important. I'm not stun locked 2 days on this. I'm educating the populace. Podcast to re-listen to. Oh, just one more peptide, bro. Oh, just one. We're waiting for the one micronutrient. I'm biohacking, bro. I'm so close to unlocking the secrets of infinite life. Although I will say, I was like, I'm not going to eat a bunch of dried mangoes before bed because I think it's going to fuck up my sleeping HRV. And then I said, you know what? Fuck it. They taste good. A couple servings of dried mangoes right before bed. Woke up, 93 sleep score. What did I get dinged for? Low sleeping HRV. Fuck it. We ball. Oh, woo, woo, woo. Yeah, yeah, yeah. The sun is going to rise. Will this surely follow? What a fucking... We need to bring back McMaster and James, bro. No? You weren't even fucking alive when they were popping, man. You wouldn't know. They're not in jail for drug trafficking. They're probably like in B2B sales or something like that. They sound like an AI jam band. Well, they were like 25 years before AI music came out. So like, it honestly sounds like you have a kind of psychosis. It sounds like you have an AI-induced psychosis, to be quite frank with you, because McMaster and James, they were doing this shit with analog steel drums. Yeah, thank you for saying AI sounds like them. AI sounds like them, not vice versa. They were ahead of their time. Your country makes some bullshit too. Anyway, I don't know if you noticed that. We're back with the dulls, y'all. I'll tell you, I don't think this is a very, very rare dull, well, very, very rare framed, in the sense that I believe that I know the movie, and I believe that I know the movie despite having not seen this movie, but there is a classic A Farewell to Arms sight gag in Evil Dead 2 when Ash cuts his arm off and then it gets reanimated and he has to fight it. So, I mean, I'm pretty sure that takes place in a kitchen, but I'm going to guess that maybe this is, okay, never, maybe this is it's probably a horror comedy that is referencing, oh, you know, it's probably Idle Hands, bro. This looks so, oh, they don't have it. Never mind. Chris Tucker, older Chris Tucker, doesn't look like he's doing like a Rush Hour thing, right? It doesn't look like he's about to ask Jackie Chan if he understands the words that are coming out of his mouth. Oh, it's the Silver Linings Playbook. It has nothing to do with the Evil Dead, bro. Has nothing to do with the Evil Dead at all. In the slightest. Is David O. Russell's best movie? So I Heart Huckabees is a joke to you. I Heart Huckabees is a joke to you? Yeah? It's not that good, but it's kind of like, I don't know, you won't want to fuck Jason Schwartzman. You should go watch I Heart Huckabees. I'm not the kind of guy to be commenting on how fuckable Jason Schwartzman looks at I Heart Huckabees, but I mean, Jude Law, Naomi Watts, Isabel Huppert, Dustin Hoffman, Lily Tomlin, like it's a star-studded cast, bro. Has anybody thought about American Hustle since it came out? Me. I played it yesterday in Movie Grid and said the same thing. I said, Nobody talks. I said American Hustle got nominated for 30 Oscars and nobody knows that it exists. And Sicario got nominated for 0 and didn't even make $100 million at the box office. But you know, I guess it's like one of those. Emily Blunt, she wasn't a big star. She wasn't a big star when Sicario came. I still don't know if she has box office draw. I mean, is the concept of the traditional movie star, is that concept dead now? I don't know. Does anyone go see a movie? Well, I mean, some of us, because we know Timmy and Robbie, they got the sauce. But does anybody in Gen Pop go see a movie just because of a big name actor in it these days? I don't know, man. I don't know. Big director for sure. But anyway, Adam Driver. That's why I've been seeing all the Star Wars. I'm just a big fan of Lena Dunham's directorial debut, Tiny Furniture. Primarily a backup, John Skelton went 8-9 as a starting QB for this NFC team in 2000. Okay, so he's like a nobody. Nobody cares about him. 50-50, it's a coin flip whether or not he's going to win you the game. In the NFC, bro was playing for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, if I had to guess. Derek Lowe was the opening day starting pitcher for 3 straight. Okay, so he was pretty good and he was in the National League. He's a pretty good pitcher in the sense that he was the first pitcher off the bench in the starting rotation. And that gives me no information at all because I don't know him, but he was in the National League pitching for the Cincinnati Reds. This Virginia forward was out due to injury when they got upset by 16 seed UMBC. All right. So he's got 6 years of NBA experience. How about Tyrese Maxey? I have absolutely no idea. This military leader led China during World War II and was their president from 50 to 75. Am I crazy? Maybe is it Deng Xiaoping? Am I insane? This military leader led China during World War II. Okay. It's not Dr. Drew Pinsky. This military, I feel like I'm going to, are you the Emperor? Are you Carlos Puyol? Led China during World War II and was a president from 50 to 75. It's not Mao, and it's not Deng Xiaoping. I mean, I can't just be putting in random Chinese names, bro. I don't know. Cynthia Nixon? Who is it, man? Oh, Chiang Kai-shek. Oh, that's a convoluted question. That's a convoluted ass question. That's Celine Dion and Lil Dicky. Man, are you not Lil Dicky? Lilibet Lily Diana Mountbatten Windsor? You're definitely Celine Dion. I mean, that's a given. This is a mashup of Lil Dicky and who else? All right. The signature whiskey glaze sampler, the Frib sandwich, and the $1 million Cobb salad are offered by what sit-down chain? Let's call it Fridays, because maybe this is like Friday's really rib sandwich. Okay, might not know who the leader of China was from 1950 to 1975, but sit-down chain restaurants, no problem, bro. Following a second-tier Wall Street trading firm in the years leading up to the 1987 stock market crash, Don Cheadle starred in this Showtime dramedy from 2019 to 2021. I have absolutely no idea. Is this House of Lies? A modern-day retelling of Noah's Ark? Yeah, bro, that's... I'm losing a lot of aura on the Doles today because I'm getting the absolute dumbest questions instantly, and any question that requires knowledge or thought, I'm like, I can't help you. This Swedish pop rock duo had 2 singles that became #1 hits. The Look and Listen to Your Heart. Are you Roxette? Oh, shit. Hiya! Okay. I have no idea how that information got into my brain, but we've salvaged at least some pride out of this one. Chiang Shack. All right. Black Monday. And a pina colada, my friend. Stomping on the avenue by Radio City and it. Know what I'm talking about? Yes, yes. Great lead into Rose Darlin with Michael McDonald's verdant harmony. Orchestration. Okay. Teleprompter, telegram, telekinesis, television. That's not a worthy Mariah. I did also think it could be Teletubbies. Halter top, tube top, tank top, crop top. Kinds of tops. Orchestration, lyrics, music. Okay, well, an extension, a driver, an app, and a plugin. These are all aspects of a software downloads. Orchestration, book, lyrics, and music. I mean, they're all related to a performance of music. Elements of a musical. Okay, a book. Okay, it makes sense. Did I accidentally go to like the Scholastic connections that they use for elementary school or what? They just didn't give a fuck today. Yeah, they literally just put 12 things that neatly fit into 4 categories. Like, they basically put like apple, banana, orange, mango, and then I was like, I don't know, kinds of fruit, and they're like, yeah, you got it, OG. Great work. Kind of feel like, honestly, I feel stupider having gotten the perfect score on the connections. It's got to be Best Buy, bro. If you knew what the definition of woke is, you'd have to stop using it in every situation. Probably Hasbullah, if I had to guess. I think it's Hasbullah, man. I think BuzzFeed is washed. Never mind. BuzzFeed's still... Probably people my age Googling what character from Sex and the City am I? Probably Banana, if I had to guess, is up there. Cocaine? I think Cocaine's going to be behind Banana. Bad Bunny versus Flight. As I understand it, Bad Bunny is the most popular artist in the world. 98 million streams a month. Flight's up there, though. He's doing okay. Carrie Underwood, probably clear in Flight as well. I'm going to say Carrie Underwood beats Seth MacFarlane. So every time I see it, man. I mean, they're all mogging, but he's mewing. I feel like this is the picture that you can use to describe the difference between mogging and mewing. Obviously, mogging. 100% mogging. Look at the chin. Actively mewing. The buccal fat has been like removed from his cheeks. I'm going to say the police clear Young Thug, but I honestly have no idea. No concept, but sure. Just say My Neighbor Totoro over It Chapter 1. It Chapter 1's pretty good, though. Anyways, probably say My Neighbor Totoro over New Police Story. Oh, this had Lucas Crookshank in it, huh? Lucas Crookshank was in the Fred movie? I say New Police Story over that. I know, like, many of you were not of age or alive when Fred was the most popular channel on YouTube. People wanted him dead. People wanted him dead because he was, and I mean, literally, like, I was 20 years old. This was content for like 10-year-olds. So it's not like I was like, leave Fred alone. But they wanted him dead because he was doing like little skits or something like that. Have you seen what people are doing on YouTube these days, bro? We got to get Fred back. They were grading? Grading is about as good as a YouTube video gets these days, man. I'm going to say it's The Secret in Their Eyes over Fred the movie. And over Mr. Bean's Holiday. You Will Never Be Inspector Hulot. A Patek Philippe wristwatch. Yeah, I'm going to say LinkedIn. I got your software company on my wrist. The Einstein-Szilard letter to Roosevelt that triggered the Manhattan Project is Einstein is like, excuse me, Mr. President, with no disrespect, have you ever considered building a really, really, really powerful bomb? You ever consider building the craziest weapon of all time? I got your letter to the president on my wrist. Now, this is interesting, bro. I would think that Buzz Aldrin's Apollo 11 jacket, I mean, that shit was on the moon, bro. Okay, all right. I was going to say, I would pay more for that than for the Einstein letter for sure. Putting that shit on and then farting, and then your fart is actually... You shit a little bit and you shit in Buzz Aldrin's NASA suit, and he didn't even shit in it, even though he was going through like the scariest thing that any human being has ever been through. But then you're like, well, yeah, but he didn't eat the Taylor Farms lettuce, so like he doesn't know, man. They did shit in them? There's a port or something, man. There's a port in it, right, that you open up? I think a regular piano this big might be more than $5,000, man. I'd probably rather have a piano than a mushroom anyway. Yeah, Tom Cruise. Well, this is interesting because I guess there's overseas territories, but many of them will be islands. Tom Cruise has probably been in 110 movies. Damn, Tom Cruise has been in 47 movies? In 47 years? Yeah, Bill Russell did not win the NBA championship 47 times. Octopus has 3 hearts. Now I find it hard to believe that Roger Federer could have won more than 3 Grand Slams. That's 12 majors just by itself. Am I stupid? A Grand Slam, this is a nomenclatural issue that I'll take responsibility for. I thought a Grand Slam was when you win all 4 in the same year, or at least sequentially. Like if you start by winning the French, then you can roll it over and win the Australian the next year. But Grand Slam is the name of the tournament. So tennis or baseball, one of you's got to change, okay? Because that's crazy. Because baseball, a Grand Slam makes a ton of sense. It's the most runs you could get on a single swing. But a Grand Slam being one of the 4 biggest tournaments is crazy. That's like calling a single in baseball a Grand Slam. And then if you get all 4, which is the most you can get, they call it a calendar Grand Slam. Okay, big fucking whoop, man. They had to be married for 2 months, right? We had this yesterday. Just call it a major. The Laver Cup? The Laver Cup is one of the Grand Slams? Only No, that can't be true. Because I think you got bad AI on that one. It's the Australian, the French, Wimbledon, and then the US Open. See, I know I got a little bit of knowledge about tennis. The The Laver Cup. There's no way it would be the Laver Cup because they had that shit in Vancouver like 2 years ago. Ah, the French. Orson Welles dub. Ooh. Hidden Valley Ranch dry dressing. Man, I love ranch. Ranch dressing, easily one of the foods I like the most that I eat the least. And not for health reasons. I just don't come across it in my day-to-day, to be honest with you. I have to imagine 20 ounces. I mean, this would probably make a lot of, I guess it's a seasoning or a salad dressing mix. I imagine that's like $6.99. $8.99? Me going on streamer prices, right, and guessing that everything costs $2 so that people don't think I'm out of touch. That wouldn't work? Well, if I went, oh, I love ranch dressing, I bet that one bottle's $200. You would be like, what's wrong with this guy? You would be like, we have to kill this guy. You might as well at least err on the other side. And also, the reason I don't know how much ranch costs is not because I'm out of touch. It's because I've never bought ranch. If I'm at some kind of pub and someone orders chicken wings, I'll eat the ranch. Sometimes if I'm in the US, I'll get ranch on a salad or something, or ranch as a dipping sauce or something like that. But I've never bought ranch at a grocery store. I've never bought it. I just feel like today, Sweden is speaking to me, man. Lesotho? Ooh. Cooler. How about Mongolia? Oh, okay. How about Mexico over the Arctic Circle? What the fuck? Where are you, bro? How about Togo? Ah, equidistant. Equidistant across the prime meridian. Mali is not found in the database. My bad, y'all. I hit caps lock instead of A. Mali is warmer. Western Sahara. Okay, Morocco. Morocco is colder. Algeria. The Gambia. Gambia. Senegal. Nigeria. Sierra Leone. Oh, shit. Oh, okay. I really did not expect that one to be correct. We take those. I got jump scared. The Rock is still alive every time I rhyme. Yes, sir. You gonna catch Nirvana, the band, the show when it comes to Disney Plus in 2 weeks? I caught it when it came to Crave. I caught it when it came to Crave 3 months. Oh, the show! The show. Those boys, they gotta change the name. How am I supposed to keep it straight between Nirvana, Nirvana the band, the show, and Nirvana the band, the show, the movie? It's like they're deliberately trying to confuse us, man. Rip Tivana? That's right. I don't fuck with David's tea. Actually, Cold 911 is actually a go-to for me when my throat's a little sore. Antigua and Barbuda. This is Micronesia. It looks like the most Micronesian country it could possibly be. Although it's got a pair of eyes on it, bro. Countries alive. Could you be Tuvalu? I mean, you know how this is going to go for the rest of this. Can you get south? Are you Fiji? West of Fiji. West of Fiji. You're definitely not New Zealand. Could you be Vanuatu? Oh, it is Vanuatu. How about that? Who would have thought? I was racking my brain trying to think of yet another oceanic country, to be honest. Put me on box office game for February 23, 1996. You missed gifted subscriptions? Stop typing then so I don't miss it. God, it's so hard to be a streamer. Someone dropped 50 gifted subs, but other people won't stop putting their little jokes in the chat and laughing at everything that I say. And now I'm rude because I missed the 50 bomb, man. And then I'm going to ask you who it was, and you're going to all say me. So I'm not even going to know who it was, man. It was me. Wait. Someone said, it was Drawn. Thank you, Drawn, with 3 or 4 A's. Thank you. Thank you for the gifted subscriptions. Look, we made it back. Sorry I said all that shit, chat. You the goats. This is where I give you I glaze the chat. I couldn't have done this without you. I couldn't have guessed. What New Line Cinema came out with on February 23rd, 1996 without you, starring Jackie Chan? 1996? That seems like Rumble in the Bronx, bro. Rumble in the Bronx, #1 at the box office. February 1996 in America. I would never have thought. Filmed in Vancouver, though, so there is that. 20th Century Fox, making pretty good money. John Travolta, ooh, what kind of movie? Is it an action thriller? That's Face Off, bro. No, it's Broken Arrow? Broken Arrow with me. Yeah, he already told you. How about you get him his egg salad sandwich? Yeah, you can do something for me. You can get my friend Jack Nicholson his egg salad sandwich. It made that much money? I think Broken Arrow, look at that. Certified blockbuster, as long as you include whatever country this made an extra $80 million in, which I honestly have no idea. Absolutely no clue how they made up $80 million more for the worldwide gross in 1996. Beats me, man. Botswana was popping back then. Walt Disney, starring Tim Curry from 1996. Is Muppet Treasure Island? I saw that shit in theaters, bro. I saw that and Muppet Christmas Carol in theaters with my mom and my aunt. Christmas Carol clears. I mean, Muppet Treasure Island is good, but fucking Christmas Carol is something. Don't cry, children. Life is a series of meetings and partings. Fuck you! I didn't want to cry on Christmas, Kermit, you fucking dickhead. 1996, Adam Sandler. I'm going to guess it's a comedy. It could be, I mean, this is before he was pop. I feel like Happy Gilmore was like 97, so not Billy Madison. Oh, it is Happy Gilmore, okay. Happy Gilmore came out in 1997, but it's hard to watch now. All you have to do is turn on the CBC in the summertime. Am I right, fellow Canadians? Am I right? You know it's summer when CBC starts playing the Happy Gilmore trailer. 56. You know what they never show? I guess it's a rights issue. They never show Cool Runnings on CBC, and I would fucking love to watch Cool Runnings again. I saw this is how old I am. I saw Cool Runnings at a hotel with my grandparents on pay-per-view. So like a couple of months after it came to theaters or some shit like that. They probably paid $20 to watch it on pay-per-view in some shitty like Howard Johnson or something like that. But they don't ever have it on the CBC, man. Hollywood Pictures with Richard Dreyfuss, Mr. Holland's Opus. Yeah, 88th percentile. What's crazy to me is that, like, I lived through all these movies. They did not come out at the same time. They think we're stupid. They rewrote the code. Mr. Holland's Opus came out several years after Muppet Treasure Island, obviously. Broken Arrow is definitely from the early 90s. It's not from 1996. And Happy Gilmore, as we've established, is from 1997. Is Mr. Holland's Opus any good? It's a little treacly and sentimental, but it's all right. I think in 1996 it hit okay, but in 2026 the scene where he's like the Mr. Holland himself of the Opus is distraught and depressed because John Lennon was killed is going to read as almost a parody in 2026 if I had to guess. It's like one of the pivotal moments of the film is that John Lennon dies. And then Mr. Holland is really sad and he's like rude to his son. And then his son is like, "Are you fucking stupid? You think I don't know who John Lennon is?" And then he goes, "Oh, sorry." Not to be glib. They treat it with a little bit more delicate. It's more delicate the way they treat it than that. But what's better, that or Here Comes the Boom? Here Comes the Boom is not worth watching. It's in the bottom 15% of comedies I've ever seen in my life. That's the one where Kevin James becomes a UFC fighter for some reason. Yeah, that one's not good. That one's really, I watched that on an airplane. For some reason, he says, I don't really, because he wanted to marry Salma Hayek, right? He wanted to impress her. Valid? She's married, bro. Check the Peanut. It's not Hayek anymore. It's Hayek Peanut. Okay, To Calm Fior. I feel like, there's no connection that's obvious to me. I was thinking of just going straight to the Chronicles of Riddick, but you may know that the Chronicles of Riddick is not a Star Wars movie. Alan Ruck. Oh, Oppenheimer. Oh. Whoopi Goldberg. Oh, yeah, Whoopi Goldberg's a bit of a Star Trek head. She's a bit of a Trekkie. Let me think about this for a second. I would like to get to Calm Fior. How do we get to Calm Fior? It's literally easy, bro. Did you know William Shatner is 95 fucking years old? And he's still got the sauce. There's an interview where someone says, and the interview's old. It might be like 10 or 15 years old. But someone says, how do you hope that people talk about you in 25 years? And it just like a whip smart. He goes, I hope they're saying, my God, how is he still alive? That's such a good line for like a man in his 80s to just come up with. And then you know what the thing, he's literally almost a century old. And the first thing people say is, he's had some work done. Bro, he was fucking born in like 1929. Show me some shit from 1929 that hasn't had some fucking work done. Show me some shit from 1929. Half of that shit is, maybe like 90% of it is gone. You understand that's crazy, right? That's many such things here in Europe. Oh, okay, like a cathedral built of stone or something like that. This dude was like, he was getting his learner's permit when he got the news that Hitler died. Does that put it into perspective for you that this motherfucker is still alive? He's old, we get it. But you don't get it. It's a thread that connects the now to the then. You don't get it. He's older than Biden? He's like 15 years older than Biden. Anyway, fuck it, we'll connect through him just to say thanks, man. Getting been in a lot of good stuff lately. Let's go with miscongeniality. I'm trying to get the calm Fior. The calm and the Fior. It's easy. You want to get to face off. I'm thinking, wait, don't we have like a Benjamin Bratt to a Catwoman, of course. Lambert Wilson, you motherfucker. Why am I scrolling, man? I'm going to scroll and be like, oh, there he is. There he is. There's Calm Fior. How about... trying to get to... oh, how good would it be if John Travolta was in The Matrix, bro? I'm the one. He said it like that, because I'm the one, baby. Let's go with The Matrix Reloaded. We're still trying to get to like a Nicolas Cage, John Travolta type situation here. I'm not making a lot of progress. But I think, here's what I'll think about this. Give me Memento off Carrie-Anne Moss. Take that to Guy Pearce. And now with Guy Pearce, you got LA Confidential. And from LA Confidential, there's every actor that's ever existed, including James Cromwell, who's in, I think, Star Trek. He's in First Contact. So we could have gotten... oh, now Swanky sits right here, just saying, hey, did you miss me? 2 clicks away and you could be at Swanky, but we didn't start with Swanky. We're not going to end with Swanky, and we sure as shit aren't going to do the Swanky cul-de-sac. So instead, we're going to go with Guy Pearce, who of course is in Prometheus. And then from Prometheus, you just need to get to Nicolas Cage, bro. Which is easy. Because I thought his name was C.C. Sniff, man. Patrick Wilson in Prometheus? Does he play an AI or something like that? Is he the voice of some... there's no shot he's the jockey? He's the space engineer? No, okay, I bought that, which is so embarrassing. I see, it's Noomi Rapace's dad in a video message or something like that. Okay. Now I get it. And we're still en route to Nicolas Cage. Charlize Theron's been in a lot of movies. Like, she's in this movie called Young Adult. Also has Patrick Wilson in it, in case you didn't know that. A lot of people in this movie. Not 100% familiar with all their filmography, but you go to like Patton Oswalt or something like that. And of course, Patton Oswalt, very famously in Ratatouille. With the GOAT, Brad Garrett. James Remar Dexter's dad, of course. Thomas Keller, the chef. Guys, I'm lost. Okay, Brad Garrett to the 30th anniversary reunion of Everybody Loves Raymond. And then give me Peter Boyle. We'll take that to Monsters Ball. Of course, Billy Bob Thornton. Sean Combs is in this. I forgot about that until that exact moment. Yeah, kind of memory hold that one. Okay, Nicolas Cage. Well, let's go with Heath Ledger, and then maybe like the Imaginarium of Dr. Parnassus. And then Vern Troyer's in Goldmember with John Travolta, who's in Face Off with Calm Fior. We've entered Calm through Vern. And then, I mean, let's keep it fucking Canadian, bro. Bon Cop, Bad Cop. Certified classic. I've never seen. Rick Mercer's in this. That makes sense. What are we even trying to get? Jumanji the next level. Okay. Keeping up with Kathy Jones. Well, wait. Are you? No, you're not Drew Carey's older brother from the Drew Carey show. Andrew Younghusband from Canada's Worst Driver? Holy cow, we're deep in fucking Etobicoke right now. He's in Random Passage, which also has Calm Meanie in it. And Mary Walsh, who's in Diener 89. Okay, that's it. With Will Sasso, who's in The Three Stooges. And you can't tell me that one of these Three Stooges was not involved in Jumanji. Someone here is involved in Jumanji. There's no doubt about it. Damn. They had Mike Sorrentino, Snooki, JWoww, and the rest. How about Skylar Gisondo, Booksmart, to Jason Sudeikis, and then you can't tell me that he's not involved in something. Like, he and The Rock are occupying the same space right now. You know what I mean? Surely, wait, there has to be a Jack Black, Will Ferrell movie. It's Anchorman. Will Ferrell, Anchorman, Jack Black, Jumanji. All right, stopwatch, get ready. 9 minutes, 9 seconds, we made it. Time? Under 10, that's big. Prince of Egypt, never seen it. I'm afraid, never seen it. Thought I saw it once. I was just really high. It turns out what I watched was The Road to El Dorado. True story, by the way. By the way, I saw you say JWoww was cool. The only JWoww I know is Japanese Word of the Week. And you know what? It is cool. I've been waiting for the next episode for quite some time. My Japanese progress is it stopped at 4 words. Still waiting for the next one.
Talking. A verb meaning to express. A noun meaning any of numerous voracious, elongate, snake-like, bony fishes.
Okay,
Order
eel, eel. I'll help her out there. Eel.
Fedora. A noun meaning a
something you wear on the train when you can't handle this tomfoolery anymore.
Eighth. A noun meaning one that is number 8 in a series. Eighth.
She needs help, man.
Rhinestone. A noun meaning an imitation. Anthropology. A noun meaning the science. Phonics. A noun meaning the science of sound. Acoustics. The word originates from New Latin phonicus.
Phonicus.
Mummified.
You know what? Phonicus. That just entered the dad joke oeuvre. Hey, why don't you tone down your screen time, Phonicus, or something like that? Hey, how's Snapchat going, Phonicus? And then they'll be like, Phonicus isn't real. And I'll be like, oh, actually, it's a Latin origin for phonics, the study of sound. Dumbass.
Mummified. A verb meaning to embalm and dry. Conference. A noun. Nomenclature. A noun meaning name.
She is not very smart. She doesn't know. She's read the way. You know what? That's very rude of me. She's just read the words in her head, like in books and stuff. She's never said them out loud. She could have a good vocabulary. She just doesn't know how it's pronounced. That's fine. That doesn't mean she's stupid.
Traitorous. A adjective meaning guilty or capable of treason. Macropterous. A adjective meaning having long or large wings. Macropteros is a Greek term where macro means long and pteron means wing. Macropterous.
That's not macropterous? Oh, with an X makes so much more sense.
Smelters. A noun meaning one that smelts.
You ain't gonna get that past a Steve like me.
Profligacy. A noun meaning the quality or state of being profligate. Profligacy. A noun meaning the quality or state of being profligate. Profligacy. A noun meaning the quality or...
Profligacy. What does it mean to be profligate?
Abattoir.
Oh,
a noun meaning a place where animals
Am I stupid? Abattoirs? I've been spelling it wrong for years, bro. It's 2 B's, 1 T. It is a good-ass Vancouver restaurant. I haven't been there in 11 years or something. But by the way, I got even more pissed off because I actually read that full Michael Bublé, Ryan Reynolds recommendation for Minerva's in Carriesdale. I don't want to put evil on this local business. I've eaten there. It's good, okay? I was mad enough when Ryan Reynolds said it was the best restaurant in Vancouver, or when I thought that's what he said. He actually said it's the best restaurant in the world. That's insane. That's crazy. He's literally virtue signaling because he doesn't live here. So he's just naming a restaurant he used to go to for pizza with his parents or something like that. I mean, I know Minerva. Minerva's is fine. If you were asking me to rank the Greek restaurants that I've been to in Vancouver, it would be up there. It would be up there for sure. But the best restaurant in Vancouver, man, much less the world. Yeah, has he ever been to the first McDonald's? That's on the bucket list. These are eggplants? Eggplant salad? I'm going to say this is from Greece, man. While we're on the subject, I'm going to say this is from Lebanon. Bedengen Mekhalil. It's from Egypt? Sure, man. Yum. Why not? Buckwheat flour, a thin pancake-like bread from buckwheat, served with maple syrup or savory stews and beans, or maybe like, I don't know if you can see this. I'm pretty sure this is like tuna salad. I mean, obviously, maple syrup has me thinking Canada. I guess you got to try. Yeah, that's ploy. Traditional dish with origins in the Madawaska region in northern New Brunswick and Maine. Sure, man. Give it a try. Next time I'm in New Brunswick. No offense. No offense to people watching from Sackville or Moncton. One of the St. John's. I think it's St. John, New Brunswick, right? It's St. John, and then in Newfoundland, it's St. John's. I got it. See, I'm a New Brunswick ally. Plus, I didn't get robbed in New Brunswick. I got robbed in Nova Scotia. Now, obviously, based on that, if I had to go back to one of them, which one would I go to? Nova Scotia. They got... I mean, I'd rather go to Halifax, to be honest with you. Or maybe go to like Ketchimakujik National Park or something. But I'm sure New Brunswick's got the sugar pie. New Brunswick's got sugar pie for sure. Carfax Abbey. A sweet rustic tart with a buttery short crust shell. Sounds like I've just had a head injury and they're getting me to repeat after them. Can you repeat after me? This dish is a sweet rustic tart with a buttery short crust shell. This dish is a sweet rustic tart with a buttery short crust shell. Oh, he's fucked. He's fucked. Euros on the menu. How about France? Borders it to the southeast, kind of Italy. Sure, man. Torta della nonna. Grandma's pie. Okay, Dwayne. I already heard the song about that one. Where in Nova Scotia did you get robbed? I got robbed at... I didn't get robbed at gunpoint. They broke into my grandparents' van when we were staying in a Keddy Inn overnight. Like a motel-style motor inn. They stole my Game Boy games. That's not robbed, that's burgled. Oh, well, whatever. I'm not trying to be like I feared for my life. I was mostly just like, damn, I'm never going to get to finish Toy Story 1 on the Game Boy. Grandma was pretty distraught, I'm not going to lie. I mean, she lost more than I did, let's put it that way. Definitely, I feel like the hot dog is fine, man. That's a Costco hot dog is just too expensive. But this, I don't know. They don't look right to me. That's nothing. You should have seen what I lost to the bookie. Yes, man. Who that? Who that say gonna rob them? There's nothing that really works. Who that say gonna rob them Ontarians? Who that say gonna rob them? What do people from the Maritimes call people from Ontario? There's gotta be like a slang term. The same way on Vancouver Island, they always go, yeah, well, no, yeah, it's beautiful. It used to be better before all the mainlanders came here. Where are you from? Oh, we moved from Vancouver 8 years ago. So I think this is crazy. But at least it gets you a little bit more excited than the footlong dog. Cheese spetzel, or you know what? I mean, this spetzel's really good, but I think it's got to be this, just because this sort of looks like they cooked a bunch of like beans and bugs together. But I'm surprised it's at 41%. I think that's very open-minded. I've learned something in this game. Don't vote mushy peas. Ever allowing yourself to vote mushy peas is just, you're steering yourself in the wrong direction. Bacon double story burger with stadium sauce, or the vegan chipotle burger with beer. I feel like it's got to be the meat burger minus the beer. Chicago-style hot dog that fell apart in their hands, or hot dog loaded fries and a beer for £32.50. So there's a load of something on the fries. I wouldn't necessarily call them loaded. This actually looks really good if it wasn't destroyed. I think people will be so offended by the price, they'll go, never mind. Beef with Yorkshire pudding, roast potatoes, green bean salad, and sprout free for event staff, mate. It looks amazing. How is that at 73%? It's a good, honest meal with like 6 sides. That should be like, how could it not be at 100%? Steak pie, it's got to be pulled pork and chips for £2.50. Gluten-free burger with shredded meat. I'll say it, okay? And again, if you have dietary restrictions, or you choose for whatever reason to be vegetarian or vegan, I'm not casting evil upon you. But on the waterfall, the cascading degradation from the original form of a burger or sandwich, gluten-free bun, real meat, clears, real bun, vegan style meat. Now you could get like a vegetarian sandwich that's good, but the vegan imitation of the burger with a gluten-free bun, well, that would be the worst of both worlds. I think I gotta say gluten-free bun, well, the chili fries are gonna win. I'm just wasting your time. And the twist looks all right, but I think I gotta go with the chimichurri. All right, I'll take it if you don't want it. What happened to my woke streamer? I had like 10 Beyond Burgers and they were fine, but I was waiting for them to come down in price. I can't be paying $4 a patty for Beyond Burgers. It's just crazy. And at a restaurant, the same price as the one that came from an animal is like, it's a little insulting. Just give me, I'll take a chana masala or something like that and I'll be happy to have it. Chips and gravy? It beats the katsu burger, bro, even though the gravy doesn't quite look right. But, whose hair got in my mouth? One of my eyelashes. One of my own eyelashes got into my own mouth. It's the kind of thing that happens to a doll, bro. Did you notice? But no one said anything. I shaved. Did you notice? No, you didn't. You didn't fucking care at all. No, you didn't notice. What's fucked up is that you guys will be like, "You look exactly the same," and meanwhile, yesterday I was like, I felt like Alan Parrish from Jumanji, bro. You look better with a beard? Yeah, but I'm like way more comfortable without one. So like, fuck you, basically, is what I'm trying to say. How do you feel about that? Look at that. I got you. Sorry, I don't doll myself up in the morning before I get on stream. Sorry, I go for the male gaze of Twitch to come here and objectify me. If you're going to objectify me, don't mention the facial hair. It's not okay to comment on the streamer's appearance. You can say you're looking skinny. You can say, NL, is that a whisper of a chin dimple that I see now that you've shaved? A chin dimple that we thought was dead and buried from 2005 onwards, ever since you got to the Queen's University dining hall? I think, you know what? My eyes ain't so good, but if you say so. Oh. I went to Scrandal without doing the plate off. That's why I'm so confused. It's gyros. I was just going to say it should be the highest rated food we've ever seen. I don't fuck with mate, and I don't want to blame the mate drinkers for this. It's the people who go to South America on like a exchange student type thing and then come back and they're like, I don't drink coffee anymore. I only drink mate. And I'm like, well, you are fucked, bro, because we live in a town in Canada of like 100,000 people. So you're not going to be able to get that often. You're not going to be able to get it. The gourds you're not going to be able to get, man. Not as easy. You better bring your own gourd. I mean, a digestive biscuit is fine. I really like this kind of food, to be honest. Whatever. That's crazy. I'll take the sugared almonds. A chicken breast gyro, bro? That sounds even better. I mean, it's a... If I may, without becoming a caricature of myself, I actually think it might be better if they took a little bit of the chicken out, but still, it should be up there. The soup does look like a clown as well. Dambo, which is also a ramen restaurant. They don't serve this there. Or testaroli. So I feel like testaroli is going to win because it's an Italian pasta, which is fair. But I love a Nordic cheese, man. Never mind. One of the most underrated cheeses, in my opinion, Jarlsberg. It's mild, but something about the texture is just, it's very nice. I love a Jarlsberg, man. Greek cheese or the Pim's Cup? Greek cheese, please. Isterband or Bon Ray. Sweet potatoes. It's a sweet potato bread, I suppose. It's Bon. I really like. I know that so many people look at this and are like, damn. No, I'd rather have like a chicken katsu onigiri on the Shinkansen. I would go fucking crazy for this. I would go insane for that. Even the crinkle cut pickles, man. This is not losing to anything. Unless it's got like human meat in it, it's not losing to anything. Wait, you're a hairy guy. My partner's pretty hairy, so I want to confirm if this is normal. Do you have to wring water off from your arms and legs before getting out of the shower? Like taking the individual, like almost like a cartoon, like taking the individual hairs and going like that. I don't have to do that. And I mean, listen, I'll give you a little. I'm not sure how well it comes across on the camera here, but like we got some hair going on. You might say that's not that much. Okay, but then also, check this out. It goes all the way up there. All the way up. You ever try kneading dough when you got hair like this on the sides of your fucking hands? So we got a lot of body hair, okay? I feel like I have to give it an extra once over with the towel when I get out of the shower, but that's about it. How often were you kneading dough? My dad used to make his own bread. I would go over and help him out. But then I was oftentimes like, all the dough's sticking to my hair, and he's like, yeah, you got to shave that before you knead the dough. And I was like, so now catch me 2 weeks after I visited my parents, and all of a sudden I got stubble on my hands, man. But the trade-off, by the way, for taking longer to dry off the rest of your body is it takes like 2 seconds to dry off my head because I don't have any hair. So you take the good with the bad. We already did scramble. In statistics, what Greek letter reps the level of significance? Sigma. Sigma has something to do with statistical significance. Most of Earth's helium comes from this type of radioactive decay. Yeah, alpha makes a lot more sense. What the hell is sigma, bro? I mean, I wrote delta first. Sigma's the standard deviation. Oh, brother. I'll say it. Standard, I'm sorry if you're in science, plug your ears. Standard deviation's a fucking joke, man. What do you mean put the deviation bars on the graph? I just gave you the graph. All the information's in the graph, professor. Why would you want me to put fake information on the graph when I gave you the graph has all the concrete information? Stupid ass. Don't say professor like that. Okay, Jiao Shou. 你是教授吗? 真的吗? 教警察. 你的图生病. Because I'm not putting the damn bars on the graphs, okay? It's that simple. Also, I don't know how anymore. Why are you learning Mandarin again? What do you mean again? Did I forget it at some point? Your dirt is sick? Okay, I was trying to say his head is sick, okay? I said, call the police, your head is sick. That was what I was trying to say at least. In 1899, Philippe, my Chinese teacher has not told me yet how to say you're stupid. So I have to come up with it myself by saying some shit like, 你的头生病? Oh, it's Bendon. That's right. It's Bendon. Nisha Bendon Jack. That's right. Yeah, the stroke order is pretty easy. It's up and down. Philippe Wacqued filed the first British patent for a typewriter laid out in the alphabet of what language? Fuck it, bro. Take a flyer. Mohar and Mousseline made their way into English usage via French and Italian translations of words in Arabic. Okay. When fishing for sharks, stab them in the eye. So goes some survival advice from what 2002 novel? I'll tell you, it's not Hatchet, because I was reading that shit in like the 4th grade, which was not 2002. I have no idea, man. Dorados change color rapidly when they're dying, according to what? Oh, it's The Life of Pi? Life of Pi, okay. Gary Paulson Knower. You know, they're still selling Hatchet, man. It actually makes me feel a little bad because when I go into the bookstore, like the kids' bookstore, they're still selling like all the books from when I was a kid. They're just also awash with like other books that are like how to talk to your kid about AI, or like the budding Bitcoin investor and shit like that. Or like so, you know, you take the good with the bad, I suppose. Or like the unsubtle art of not giving a fuck, junior edition, like shit like that. It felt like something was happening. That was the beginning of it all. So said Dave Grohl about what Perry Farrell founded Music Fest? Lollapalooza? According to their house mascot, Rexy the dinosaur was once in the Macy's Day Thanksgiving Parade repping what New York leather goods brand? DKNY. Tom Landry almost interlocking C monograms feature on Chanel bags. The old school horse and buggy logo is probably the most enduring look for what? Oh, it's Cow. Oh, why would Chanel be based in New York? It sounds French as fuck, bro. Of course it's Coach. It's because, you know why? Because I got it fucking confused with Chanel West Coast from ridiculousness. Has anyone checked on her, by the way, since the show got canceled? Is she okay? Let me check. Okay, they're literally like, this is a joke. And you know what? It's timely, so I'll give them that. But, I mean, I'm a little... don't let it happen again, is what I'm trying to say. Sort these movies directed by Christopher Nolan by their release date, starting with the latest. Okay. Prestige is before The Dark Knight. Is before Inception, Interstellar, Dunkirk, Tenet. I mean, you don't even have to you don't even have to give it a second glance. That's easy. If you are 20, you could be forgiven for maybe getting the order of these mixed up because you weren't there. You weren't there. Also, if you're 20, you were born the year The Prestige came out, so to you, The Prestige is an old movie. That's fucking funny. That's funny as fuck. That I could be talking to an adult and they'd be like, yeah, The Prestige is pretty old, but it's still good. That's fucking funny, bro. Hugh Jackman looks the same. He looks better. He looks better now. Now he's had some work done. But he's also done some work. Prestige is as old for an 18-year-old as Top Gun is for you. Yes. But Top Gun doesn't strike me as an old movie. What's an old movie? What's the movie that came out before the lady in the moon got hit by a rocket in her eyeball? The fuck-ass train? Lumiere Brothers shit? Yeah, the fuck-ass train. That one's pretty old. Pretty good, though. They should remake it. We need a live-action remake. Higher percentage of cheap rents. We'll say outside of Cleveland versus outside of Chicago. More graduate degrees. I'll say outside of Denver. That was a coin flip for me, though. More transit. I don't know. I'm assuming Cleveland because it's bigger. More people who have a STEM degree. Surrey or Saskatoon. I'm going to assume Surrey. There will be a lot of healthcare. And in Saskatoon, a much higher percentage of like oil, gas, and agriculture, I would expect. Wrong! Higher median commute time. It's got to be Pennsylvania because of the traffic, right? 16%. Holy cow. Also, I just realized when I said oil and gas, in my head, I was like, that's not STEM. But obviously, that's STEM. For some reason, I was like, you'd go to oil school to get a to get a degree that it allows you to work in oil and gas. Whatever. 3 out of 5. Ain't bad. Meatloaf said that, I think. You think they play the video of them at the mud factory where they got no shirts on? Yeah. You know the one I'm talking about. Queens engineers making concrete canoes. Concrete canoes, so probably. They love, dude. I mean, you went to Queens. Is the culture the same where if you talk to an engineer for 5 seconds, there's a 98% chance they bring up how their graduating class solved the grease pole during their frosh week? They fucking love to talk about how they climbed that grease pole, bro. First we had all the big guys on the bottom and we tried to make like a human pyramid and send smaller people up. And then we decided we were going to do it a little differently and we were going to use like the heaviest people as ballast. And then it's a bonding exercise. What's a grease pole? It's like a 30-foot tall pole covered in grease. And it's like in a pit of mud. And they take all the first year engineering students out there. And all they have to do is get someone to grab the flag on the top of the grease pole. I'm also realizing it might not be 30 feet, because as soon as I said 30 feet, everyone went, 30 feet? It's I don't know, I'm going to say 5 average individuals tall. I remember being told how they dump horse guts in the grease pole pit and guys had to wear condoms in the 80s. It was so foul. No doubt they were bullshitting, but it's believable. I don't think they love to talk like that. I don't think they were dumping animal corpses in the grease pit. And people had to wear condoms. It actually is 30 feet? Wait. I'm a genius, bro. I don't think they were dumping animal corpses into the grease pit, man. They knew about like germ theory and shit like that. Those are victims then. Those are victims, man. What about the condoms part? Well, I assume they didn't want to catch like a disease. That's why they shouldn't have been in the pit to begin with, to be honest. That's how frats work? It's not a frat. It's a class of Queens Engineering, 1987. I don't think, like how would they, I'm just trying to imagine the dean of the engineering school, the engineering department at Queens being like, one last thing. Sorry, honey, I'm going to be late tonight. I forgot to order the horse guts to dump in the grease pit to give all of our engineering students like some kind of communicable disease. Like, it just doesn't, just think about it for a second. It doesn't make any sense. Where were they getting horse guts and why would they dump them into the pit and get everybody insanely sick? It sounds like they would get so sick from just, because I've seen them in the grease pit, they're getting mud like all over their faces and stuff, man. No, I don't buy it. I mean, they're kind of crazy, but they're not that crazy. That being said, my roommate did, to become a frosh leader, like a leader of orientation week, at the end of your first year, you apply, and then you do like a little audition to see if you've got the right kind of school spirit to lead freshmen in the grease pit. And right, two of my friends did the audition together, and what they did was chug an entire bottle of maple syrup. And what's so fucked up is that one of them it's not even a job, it's like a volunteer position. One of them got a volunteer position and the other one didn't. So he chugged all the syrup for no reason. And he was throwing up for like 2 hours in the bathroom. I have to imagine throwing up maple syrup probably feels pretty bad. Anyway, ancient astronomy. Early scientific cosmologies, esoteric cosmology, concepts in, I have absolutely no, I'm going to type something crazy, resonance, musicala, that's not what that says, musica universalis. It regards proportions in the movements of celestial bodies as a form of music. All right. A chief Freck in 1984. Wait, I got to read this. Orders the inclusion of urine, vomit, cow heads, animal guts, and rotten tomatoes in the grease pole pit. 25 students are taken to hospital as a result. Okay, so can I say something? That sounds like one guy got over his skis and poisoned 25 people. The way that the engineer was relaying the story to the chatter, it sounded like on an institutional level there was a tradition of poisoning everybody in the grease pit. That guy is insane. That guy's obviously crazy. I'm sure, because, listen, I was alive for part of the 80s. I was like 1.5 at the end of it. But still, I was alive for the 90s. It wasn't like there was an instant culture shift. In the 80s, they were like, only 25 people went to the hospital? Double the horse guts, right? Like, they were still, like, trying to make sure kids didn't just fucking, like, get diseases and die in their first year of university. I know the 80s, because if you're, one thing I've learned from reading your comments on the internet is that if you're like 21 years old, you think that everybody on earth was on cocaine all of the time for the entire 1980s. Anything that happened in the 1980s, every comment is like, well, there was lots of cocaine back then. I'm just thinking there's probably more people doing cocaine now because of the dark web and stuff like that, if I had to guess. I mean, you guys are all on ketamine. When did that start? And then at no point do people go, oh, well, actually, there's one very specific scenario where people blame ketamine these days. But for the most part, they don't do that. There's one very, very specific situation where people go, I think we can probably attribute that one to the ketamine, but apparently it's bigger than ever. Drug usage is at an all-time high right now. Thank you, Fent123. Perfect example of nominative determinism right there. I appreciate that. '20th century Italian economists. I'm just not going to know. I don't know Mario Draghi, and I apologize to you. 20th century American naturalist and biologist. Now, this one I probably should know. It's a nonfiction environmental writer who's a woman zoologist. So, boy died in 1967. Okay, maybe I will not know you. I don't know you, Rachel Carlson. I apologize. 1947 comics debuts in Finland. This is Tintin or Draw 25. It's the, oh my God. It's Moomins. Tintin is not from Finland. Tintin is Belgian. The Charge of the Light Brigade. I don't even know what this is, but I needed a win there. I saw cavalry charges, and in my head, I honestly, until 2 minutes ago, I might have thought that this was a piece of music. I might have thought that the Charge of the Light Brigade was like something written by Wagner or something like that, but we take those. 20th century actor and rapper who is a sports executive, who's polyamorous. He's an East Coast hip-hop musician who's won Best Actor. Okay. He's a singer-songwriter from Pennsylvania, and he owns part of the Philadelphia 76ers. 1968 births. And he's a singer, and he's a rapper, and he's an actor. He's a television actor, and he's a voice actor, and he's a philanthropist. He won Best Actor at the Academy Awards. Okay, it's Jamie Foxx. It's Will Smith. I had it in my head, okay? I had it in my head. I was like, it's Will Smith or it's Jamie Foxx. And then I read that he won Best Actor, and I went, oh, it's Jamie Foxx. Will Smith, he's never won Best Actor. And then I went, oh. Oh, there was that one fateful night. Has Jamie Foxx ever won any awards? Bro, he won Best Actor for Ray in 2004. Obviously. Songs from Top Gun by Jessica Simpson. Synth pop ballads? This got to be Take My Breath Away. Japanese martial arts. The warrior code of the samurai is Bushido. That's right. We still got that one. British Gothic novels that are dark fantasy. They're about gay topics. They're LGBTQ related. They're Irish. They were published by Oscar Wilde. They're LGBTQ related. They're British. They're Irish. It's gay literature. Wait, this is Dorian Gray. The Portrait of Dorian Gray. I saw Immortality in there. Of course, famously published in Lippincott's monthly magazine. I don't know anything about Dorian Gray except for Stuart Townshend's portrayal of Dorian Gray in the amazing film LXG, The League of Extraordinary Gentlemen. It's gay, it's British, it's Irish. LXG. Yeah, I saw LXG in theaters at the Napanee movie theater. Really, really bad movie. But also, like, changed my life, obviously. Emergency management, first aid, French medical phrases, intensive medical care. Tourniquet? Triage. Triage. Okay, wait. Let me take a peep at this Queen's Journal article here. I got my ass beat. I'm scrolling down. I mean, Queen's a little crazy for sure. Especially back then in the 80s when I was there. He added that the unsavory things like throwing frozen tomatoes at Frosh or putting rotten food in the pit have been dealt with extensively. He added, stating that the Engineering Society holds a safety and risk assessment meeting about the grease pole every year, and the water is freshly poured by the Department of Health and Safety before students can enter. So they've gone woke. They've gone damn woke with clean water, and you can't hit people with frozen fruit anymore? We're dealing with the attitudes of the Freks. We're trying to make them more accessible. They can't be yelling at Frosh nonstop. But the Frosh yelled at us. When we were Frosh, we got yelled at. We can't perpetuate the cycle of hazing by then yelling at next year's Frosh when we're Freks. We can't even tell them to sizzle like bacon and get on the floor and go, tss. You can't do anything anymore, man. Artsci used to have this thing where they'd put people in the dark and make them crawl through rotten food, cold pasta, fish heads, and cat food. One year, the transition manual for Chief Frek had where to get a cow's head as a heading. The Chief Frek transition manual suggested other Freks vomit and urinate into the pit before filling it with assorted animal guts to assure that the grease pole wasn't too tame. They were just getting people, they were giving people horrible zoonotic diseases, man. The world used to be a fun place, you're right. Holy cow. Yep. Guy who went to school 20 years after that. Yep. That's what the world was like back then. Mm-hmm. They made a guy, is this real? Because your name makes me think it's not real, but they made a guy at my school hike up a mountain, then they beat him with cactuses and he died, then they banned hazing. They beat him, I mean, that's a horrible story. They made him climb a mountain and then beat him to death with cactuses. That's not, I'll go ahead and say it. That's not okay. it was me and Celine Song and Elon Musk were all in the pit together, and then like everyone we'd be like, oh, every once in a while like a fucking like cow's head would float by with its tongue sticking out. Oh shit. It was fucked up back then, man. That actually happened at UC Riverside. You made him climb a mountain and they beat him to death with cactuses. Oh, I'll say it, that's not okay. Here they tied a guy to the train tracks. He died from a heart attack when he heard a train come. The track was not connected to the actual train tracks. Oh my God, that's fucking horrible, bro. They made him think he was gonna die, and then he died because he got so scared that he was gonna die. But you know that the people who tied him up were like, rip, and we shouldn't have done that. But oh, it would have been so, we would have been bonded forever over that, man. We would have joked about that for years. It is the type of shit, if they did it on Jackass, I would be like, that was awesome. Think about all the Michelob Ultras afterwards. Don't do that to me. That's the worst thing of all. Are you telling me that college students are drinking Michelob Ultras? A beer that's not even the cheapest beer that's available, but then also is advertised as being low carbohydrate and tastes like absolute shit is the other thing, as many people are mentioning right now. You can't be drinking Michelob. I mean, you're going to drink whatever, but like you can't be wasting your money on Michelob Ultra in college, man. You should drink whatever's cheapest that's not, I mean, it's all poison, but like that's not like the kind of poison that kills you now instead of later. I think this is like a 290-degree angle, man. Let's go with, what the fuck? Oh, getting hot is colder than hot. That's right. All right, so, well, you know what? Let's just take a stab at it, man. Boy, the 296. Oh. Oh, a Mountla. Oh, beautiful Mountla. It started too fast. I didn't even see how many there were. 90, I think there's like 91. It's crazy that was not that much different than like my other guesses, to be honest. 6, 7. I'm running it back. I think that was 91. More. Surprising to me. That's low. 35. Oh. 67. Oh, okay. That's a lot. That's a lot of spheres, man. I was in the low 100, high 120s, 128. Oh, we were knocking on the door. Hey, John, thank you for the gifted subscriptions. Thank you. Much appreciated. Get ready for this. So this one's for you, okay? Fill. We're going to fill it to 51. The perfect pint. 51 for you right there. Oh! I'm going to get you. I'm going to get you. The little the aura that I put in at the end actually put us a little bit over, unfortunately. $55. I'm gonna get that fucking 55. I'm gonna fucking get it. 93 of these. Oh, the little Salt Bay would have taken us to the top, man. The Salt Bay would have taken us to the top. Beat 63%? Beat 63% of 40 players? There's only 40 people playing this? This is so good, man. This is a great doll. I was almost on the leaderboards today. But now you've already seen the answers. So you can't do it. It's too loud. It literally sounds comforting. That logic doesn't work on me anymore. I didn't do golf today yet, did I? The fuck? It's like a destroyed cell. No, man, we don't like to see that. We don't like to see that at all. Nobody wants to see that. Let's play some golf. Beautiful placement. Beautiful placement. You're a dazzling picture. Beautiful placement. I had a dream last night. Here's how much Singing in the Rain affected me. I had a dream last night that I watched Singing in the Rain. Notice I didn't say nightmare. The movie is good as fuck, man. Cinema. I also dreamt that I was back. I have dreams where I'm like back in school all the time. But not, some of them are nightmares like, yeah, like oh, welcome back to class. Here's your final exam. Only I didn't do the final exam. And I'm like, what? But then this one was just like, I was just in a French class. I was just in a class learning French. And then for some reason, like one of my best friends from like the 6th grade was there. And we were just learning French. But it was one of those colleges, I guess, where you take a 1-hour class a couple times a day or a couple times a week. Oh. And then you live in the dorms for some reason. Oh, they call it university when you're getting a biology degree. Drawn, thank you again. Are you of sound mind right now? I appreciate the support. Also, when this happens, I do like to make sure that the person on the other end of it is okay. Never saner? All right. That's not really the test, I think. Again, I'm not saying I don't appreciate it. I'm just making sure everything's okay. Now, I hate the logic. Fuck this ramp, bro. I hate the logic that people always say, well, like that's what someone who's not sane would say. Because it's also what someone who's of sound mind would say. Because if someone of sound mind said, I'm crazy, it would be like, well, at least they finally admitted it, right? But then they would be like, I'm not crazy. You wouldn't know. They're going to say it no matter. Exactly. It's a Twitch 22. But that does sound like something a crazy person would say. Do you know about the Danish hazing ritual? If an unmarried man turns 30, we blast him with cinnamon from a fire extinguisher. Hazy Danish cinnamon? Hazy cinnamon Danish? That sounds good as fuck, bro. I'm hungry. I think I could have hit the word order a little bit better, but sounds tasty, bro. It sounds like some shit you get at Small Victories. Come on, man. How do you get the cinnamon in there? I assume you just buy one like preloaded at like the hazing store or whatever. Well, 25 is cinnamon. We use black pepper at 30. So it just keeps getting... What the hell do you use at 35, man? Carolina Reaper. Male bonding with a little propose to your girlfriend motivation powder? What a shot. Sell it next to the horse guts. Yes, dude. I mean, this hazing stuff, like, I mean, there's a trade-off with everything. Some people get sick and maybe even die. Yeah, but like a couple of dudes became really good friends for like 4 years and then never spoke again. So like, I just don't like that you guys are acting like it's all bad. You hesitate to see the bigger picture. Top 63%, huh? Have you heard the John Hamm hazing story? Hazed ham. That sounds fucking good, man. That sounds pretty fucking good. With the cinnamon Danish on the side? He lit the dude's penis on fire, right? Didn't he lit his cock on fire? Or let's maybe phrase it a little more indelicately. He lit him on fire via the penis. He was beaten with a paddle, dragged around a room by his genitals, and had his pants set on fire, of which John Hamm was the ringleader. Okay, but that's obviously really bad. But at first I was stun-locked because I dead-ass thought that said Mark Sanchez. And I was like, is he using that as his excuse in his defense? Because I know Mark Sanchez had that thing with the with the truck driver, right? He was the drunk one? I thought there was wrinkles to the story. Anyway, we're gonna play some Slay. Literally muted in the middle of my sentence. We're gonna play some Slay the Spire 2. I just gotta go pee. ERB. And we're gonna do Bando when I come back. We'll do Bando when I come back. You guys want some bandle? You guys want some bandle? That's Corky Bandle. Hated that it started with this like hand clap. And also it's from 2017. And then it is one point. Didn't we have like this exact metadata? 1.6 billion views 2017, like 2 days ago? On Sunday? Because yeah, then I went thunder. Thunder. I'm gonna need some help. Definitely sounds like a song that would go, oh, having the time of my life. Oh, having the time of my life. 1.6 billion views. I'm gonna save us all some time, and I think I'm gonna go straight to number 5. I can't shake the feeling that I may have heard something that sounds like this in my life, but I have no idea what it is. Oh, it's Look What You Made Me Do. Look what you made me do. That's okay, okay. Watched What You Forced Me Perform. This is Look What You Made Me Do. I know this one. The hint saved me a lot on that one, no doubt. Well, anyway. I can't let you make perform. I can't let you force me perform. Shit was pre-pandemic, wild. Damn, I was pre-pandemic too. Now that you think about it. Well, like post-plague, pre-pandemic. Imagine being post-plague. You know they were probably like spinning you a yarn. They'd be like, man, you don't even have to deal with the boluses anymore. Like, Mom, we got our own, Mom. It's the 14th century in Europe, okay? We still got problems. It's like the world's not, I'm not saying the world's perfect, but you don't have to deal with the boluses. The rupturing boluses. Back when I was a kid, the plague doctor would come through with the corpse wagon once a week. The boluses were crazy. I'd have to see a video essay about it to really drive home how bad it is, how bad it was. I have to see a YouTube video essay, and it should be called like the untold horrors of the of the bubonic plague pandemic or something like that. Do we ever figure out who loaded all the rats onto the ship and then sent it to port? We gotta find that guy, bro. He's laughing at us. He's got away with it for 800 years. And then once he got out, he went to Carfax Abbey and he terrorized Mina Harker and also Mina Harker's friend, who I don't even remember the name of. I'm gonna say Elizabeth or something like that. Who is he? Dracula, bro! Dracula! Lucy, I'm home. Type of shit Dracula was saying. Bloop. Now, if I do this, if I press Alt-Tab, and I go to my stream manager, then I should be able to change the game on the stream. Display the Slay the Spire 2. At which point, main effect on that is not letting people know that I'm playing Slay the Spire 2. It's stopping people in their tracks who are going to come in here and be like, this doesn't look like just chatting. So we've stopped them, which is good. We're giving them no excuse at the very least. And then if I click this button, it should display the Spire. You've got it precisely correct. Did you see the Odyssey? No, but I Odyssey you on the morning rides. And I didn't. I didn't. I haven't. I should. Although there were like 9 people on the morning ride this morning alongside of me. So 10 people in total, which is pretty good for just a random Tuesday in July, man. We're getting the band back together. No! 150 gold. Dead ass. 150 gold right there. Let's do it, man. Pop me right there. I almost, just to keep you posted, 2 days ago, no, maybe 3 days ago now, not that, I mean, that's too relevant. I finally beat A20 again in my A20 cycle on my phone. Now I'm on the defect, and I did the classic A20 victory that's actually a loss. I beat the first boss and then died to the second boss, so let's call it an A19 victory. When are you beating A24? I can't. They keep hiring, like, Wunderkind directors. It's not possible. I wish I could. Give me Supermassive. Let's go card creation. Honestly, go big, go home. 9 HP. A strike becomes a devastate. And also, you didn't know that. Because I should be here. I just found out that the Backrooms is directed by Kane Hodder. I was like, that's amazing. Isn't he like Leatherface? Isn't he the dude from the Texas Chainsaw Massacre? I guess I could have played other cards. My bad. Shut up and play the game? Whoa, whoa, whoa. You don't like my mistaken identity jokes anymore? You love the joke about how Drake won the beef, and then whenever people go, oh, is he being serious? I go, yeah, bro. I mean, as soon as Brighter Later dropped, Kendrick didn't have a chance. I mean, 5 leaves left, maybe you're like, he doesn't have another one of these in him. But then this is before we even talk about Pink Moon, man. Which, of course, is probably considered his most seminal album. Card that creates more cards, please. You tried. I'm gonna beat your shit off with socks and batteries? For what? Because I thought Nick Drake won the beef. Okay, Kendrick, what did he say? They not like us. And Nick Drake, what did he say? Could have been a sailor. Could have been a cook. A real life lover. Could have read a book. I mean, I know who I'm putting my weight behind. In a matter of speaking. Give me a Zolar strike. Kendrick clears, she's way prettier. Okay, see now you've added another wrinkle into this whole discussion. And I don't know how to yes end it, but I think it's really good. I really appreciate that. Am I losing my mind? Yeah, there's multiple people named Drake, nephew. There's like Drake, Nick Drake. There's like a bunch of dragons that apparently you don't give a fuck about. How much blowback all the dragon and wyvern community has gotten because of this mistaken ass identity. And you just like couldn't be bothered. You just don't give a fuck, I suppose. I'm kind of getting my ass beat here. He circumnavigated the world too? Did he? Maybe. I don't know. Did multiple people do that? I thought it might be Magellan. Magellan definitely did it. He did? Good for him, man. So it's crazy as time to do that in between being a rap star, a folk singer, and also has been deceased for, I'm gonna say, 50 years? And a dragon, of course, and a dragon. Give me some orange dough, man. Probably how money's gonna look like in America in a couple of years. And of course, the nunchakus. And of course, we're just going to question marks nonstop. And then I'm gonna lay it all on the line right fucking now. Right fucking now, bro. Because I've already created, yes, exactly. I've already created some cards. We put this shit on your ass. Whenever you play an attack, add a random card to your hand. I think I gotta put this shit on your ass too. Do I give a fuck about Calamity? I mean, for 3 energy? I can already play 3 attacks. I gotta pass on that one. I should have played Defend first. Oh, it is great for card creation. You're right. And I'm a fool. Let's not do that one. That's too crazy. You get a Wandering Star. Let me get a Solar Strike. A Strike. Supermassive Black Hole. We kill you next turn. Should have played one of these cards first. And that's not even... I was trying to think of a great lyric to pull off of Pink Moon, but a lot of Pink Moon is more about the tone, to be honest with you. You know, something like that goes kind of hard. Brighter later is better. It's not. It's prettier. Maybe a little too pretty. Know what I'm saying? A complete unknown heads. And now we strike. And we are everywhere. No? Is that joke? So that's a joke for nobody. That would, in the complete unknown, he says, "Hey, let's give it over to that Joan Baez. She sure sings pretty. Maybe a little too pretty." I haven't seen the movie. What? You're not 100? You're not 100 years old? I mean, he literally won the Oscar for it, but I guess I'm an asshole or something like that. No, he didn't. He should have. Who won that year? Who won Best Actor of the Year? Adrian Brody? Wow, for King Kong? All politics, man. I've been playing like absolute shit. It's crazy I'm alive. But we do not deserve to be alive. So just an absolutely horrible performance up to this point. And yet here we are. 14 damage, or 2 stars. You'll get better later. You'll get brighter later. Give me this 14 damage. That's as good as you're ever going to be. One of those. One of these things first. Huge plays. I would like to put a card into my hand. I would like to put a Begone into my hand. And then Begone transforms one of these into a minion strike. It makes our Supermassive do even more damage. Let's get a Solar Strike out there so I can hit you with a debuff on a subsequent turn. You're taking a turn off. Horrible news for you. I think. And now you take one more turn off. What do I want in my hand? Obviously, I want a fucking Supermassive in my hand, bro. And then I play my highest damage attacks. And then next turn, I just need to draw one attack and you're fucking dead. Eat shit. Okay. That's a dub. That's a dub. To make it to Act 2, that's a dub. Bob Dylan fan who hasn't even seen Kate Blanchett play Bob Dylan in the German art house movie. Is it a German movie or is she just doing the part of Bob Dylan's life where he's in Germany? I feel that's an American movie, but he just spends some time in Germany. They got Arsenal. When are they adding West Ham United? That's damn true. Is Frank Lampard in chat? I know he's not going to like that joke. When are they going to have fucking what, mate? He's got a beef with West Ham United, is what I heard. I heard Frank Lampard, he doesn't like West Ham United. It must be Arsenal, of course. You finish the pit? Bro, that's the only part of the peach you don't eat. No, I didn't fucking finish it. I threw it in the compost. Pay attention. Too relax or Goopy defends or Pale's Eye. I don't mind a Goopy defend. We need some defense. Relax. Just not exciting. Pale's Eye, almost certainly I'll forget that I have it. So let's be smart. That's true, we get to say I like my defense Goopy, bro. Why don't you give me a go for the eyes so that you're nothing. And then I'm going to transform this junk, this fucking junk, so that you become even better. Although you being better doesn't do anything for us, I now realize. In that case, we should have attacked you from the start. Well, I'm going to trip up the Goopy on this one. Not the card you want to see, I think it's fair to say. Our defense, yeah, I was just going to say they exhaust now. So they all become like genetic algorithm. Okay, fair enough. Weaken you a little bit. Evoke your orbs, Rocket Punch. Rocket Punch draws too. That's big for a beast like me. Crazy turn. What's the chatter equivalent of yelling fire in a crowded theater? I mean, without a doubt, 100% is saying Germa's live. Because even I go check. When someone says Germa's live, even I have to go, well, but I don't have a Discord notification yet. How could this be? Enchant 3 cards with a Dois. But I can't enchant my defense with a Dois. Words I've learned thanks to the Larry Sanders Show. Is it the first time it's played or every time it's played? 3 cards, let me think. Thorns, Forge. I actually like this. I would pop a little bit of this on a Manifest Authority, a Finesse. Fuck it, bro. And an Arsenal. And a fucking Nottingham Forest, mate. What about Nottingham Forest, mate? Arsenal's a power? Yeah, obviously they won the Premier League this year. Bet you didn't expect me to know that. Go ahead, take one of those. Yeah. Yeah. Let me know how you feel about that. Who's your favorite player to watch in the World Cup? So I'm allergic to taking things seriously, but I do feel like both Mbappe and Jude Bellingham, every time they got the ball, you felt like there was a chance they were going to make something happen. Those, I didn't see every game of the World Cup, but of the, I don't know, of the dozen games that I watched, those are the ones that stood out. Is this Slay the Spire 1 or Slay the Spire 2? I'm being serious. Daniel. I'm playing as the Remnant. Leonardo DiCaprio, Tom Hardy, Alexander Iñárritu. I'm fighting a bug that's flying. He's taking a card of mine called Devastate. These were things that were not in Slay the Spire 1. I hope it was. You wrote honest question, so I'm taking it as if it's an honest question. But if it's not an honest question, I just got baited. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say about that. Fuck it, bro. Be gone, be gone. I agree with you, by the way. I think he can take Devastate. Losing Devastate also saves us from the indignity of having to worry so much about the number of stars that we're creating. I think this is free. Well, I still kind of want to just hit him just because it's fun to play cards, but I think it's free, man. It's free. Brother, the bait goes both ways. I just wanted him to know that I could kill him. Not Daniel, but the Supermassive could kill the thieving hopper here. The bait goes both ways. That sounds like something like a self-help book for fish. You should kill him and get the rewards? Oh, yeah. And then just not take the card. One step ahead of you, brother. Don't remove my defense. They're goopy. I like my defense goopy, bro. Should have played your goopies too. Source? You know, yeah. If this was on YouTube, you would have removed the defense. Possibly true. Here's what I'll say. I want to walk back what I said earlier that was so rude. When Slay the Spire 2 first came out, I said, every time I play it on Twitch, I lose, and every time I play it on YouTube, I win. That means you guys must be horrible at Slay the Spire. That has changed. You will probably now notice I have a better win rate on YouTube, or on Twitch, I should say, than on YouTube. And that's because you are much better than me at the game now. And also I get a little distracted, so every once in a while, it's nice to go off on a tangent, and then someone in chat goes, hey, don't forget about this thing that you said you wanted to do. And I go, oh, that's right. Oh. That thing that I said, our run will lose unless I do this. I should do it now, because I'm at the place where I said we need to do it. I get it now. But this deck actually kind of pops, man. You know what? We have a lucky tonic. Let's roll the damn dice. Don't forget to cancel your subscriptions. I literally, you've saved me. Because as soon as the stream ends, I'm going to cancel my Crave subscription that I got to watch the Canadian soccer game. You've saved me. That's like 22 bucks in my fucking pocket, bro. That's huge. W chat. Oh yeah, I need to cancel Peacock? Dan, don't listen. Dude, you would really say that? You'd say that with my friend here? My number one NBC defender, Dan Giesling, in chat, and you would say, oh, right, I have to go cancel Peacock? Couldn't wait a little bit? With your silly little comment? No, man, that's crazy. Do I have zero cost? I do, bro. No, you fucked up. You fucked up now. You were supposed to give me finesse. Scoop me up. This does 11. Okay, so that temporarily saves us a little bit. You gotta remember, like, all your defends are gonna disappear, bro. So you have to use them strategically. I think we're just dead. Unless you're doing 17 damage, that's not enough, man. I mean, it's enough to I can. Oh, maybe it is enough because I can fucking hit you with one of those, and I get hit. I don't know because I'm not gonna have any damn defense left, man. Well, thankfully we don't need that, which is nice. To really just, oh, I can fucking get you mighty close. This is the sort of timbre we want the fight to take now. That was W speed. I assume is why you mentioned it. Two supermassives. One does 24. The other one does 20. I'm going to let myself take 7 and kill you next turn. We're literally going to make it, bro. Do it. We need the blocks. Gwyneth Paltrow almost got you. Oh, because of the goop. This would have been really nice, actually. Use defends, bro. Exhaust! 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 Get this trash out of here. Astral Pulse is really nice. We have no AoE. Limited ability to create stars, though. Who's our boss? The Insatiable. We can create our own Vuln. I mean, you need to buy something. It's that simple. Then we have to rest. We got a Regal Pillow. That's right. Trimple ass. Exactly. Type of shit we'd be saying at the Wolverhampton Wolves games. You know what, bro? I mean, we gotta take some big swings or we're gonna lose anyway. Might as well swing big. This seems like a beautiful Lucky Tonic turn. It's free, right? Whatever we take is free. Give me the Scythe. Most damage, ended exhaust, because I don't want to see that garbage anymore. 15 damage, or... think of Begone to get better strength. And we do some damage. 19 damage each. It's not so bad. In fact, it's actually, that was pretty darn good, man. Well, we're gonna goop you up. That's a given. It would be so swag to kill you this turn. And it's literally gonna happen. But first, let's make it hurt. That's what it's all about. And we got a potion. And we got the lantern key. And when you create a card, get 3 block. And I didn't put any AoE in my deck, but that's okay. You know what? Pop the Dex potion right the fuck now, man. Probably should have played this first, to be fair, but... Go in on this fella. He's doing some damage. You know what? I'm going crazy. You see that they're nerfing that card to make it only block once per turn? Pillar of Creation? Pillar of Creation is too good, so they're nerfing it? I thought it sucked! Do the devs know anything? It sounds like they're highly mistaken. It's one of the region's best cards. Yeah, if you look at the data. Or as I call it, the datum. You're cooked, lad. Regent can't have shit. Hey, anybody that's in like the Slay the Spire Discord, any plans to get the fuck ass Aeon Glass like out of the game or maybe make him possible to kill? I get that like every boss gets to counter like an archetype in the game, which is good. Because you don't want just like, oh, I'll steamroll everything. But like when your archetype is playing cards at all, it makes it pretty difficult, man. Because yeah, I guess I'm an asshole. Because I built a deck of cards where my cards are what generates the block in the attack. That's just the Time Slug. The Time Slug is, I could take it from an A20 head. The Awakened one is the real nightmare on A20. At least when you're playing as the defect and every run turns into a fucking power deck. And then you beat the Timekeeper easily, and then you're like, oh, here's this motherfucker on turn 6. My choices are use my 1 strike and 2 defense to do 700 damage before he kills me. Or alternatively, play the powers, which are the engine of my deck, and die on turn 2. I wish I had a soft desk. I passed on this. You need buffers? Oh yeah, okay, I have some buffers in my deck. When he does 3 times 18 damage every second turn, man. Use your freaking head. I'm sorry to say, as I will play Jackpot at some point. It's great to have it, but we need to play Arsenal first. They always try to walk it in, is what I hear. And then you can go on top of my fucking draw pile, which is fine. We need to play Calamity too, to be honest with you. We need to play it all. Whenever you play a card this turn, gain 1 strength. This turn. Play a skill. Return it to my hand. Hit you 2 times. Okay. Never need to see a Venerate again. 31 damage. We can do better. We can do a lot better. Is it worth using? I don't think it's worth using the stars, man. I think you send that out there instead, see what you draw. This is actually kind of a beautiful turn for a beast like me. 2 Frantics when we don't really have anything else to play. Fuck it, bro. Let it ride. Colorless card to add to your hand. You know, around 185, give me some block. I can't afford it. Can't afford that. For some, I thought it would be free. Whenever you play a card, gain, okay, yeah. Gain some strength. Some strength. Some strength, my lord. This is not a skill, it's a status. Two of those. 57 damage out of that. 5/7 in chat, please. And then you know what? Play the more expensive one. I can't let me get close. And then we die. No, we don't both die because... Well, because I live, as simple as. By a lot. And then you don't attack, and I get to play a supermassive, and you die. Huge. Hard not to play a void form, man. With the kind of burst damage we got. Hard not to take it. Powers cost more. That's tough. It's not that tough considering we gain energy, now that I think about it. A free attack, or 3 attacks get instant. Oh. It's really tough for me. Because try boomerang. I mean, double damage supermassives. They're gonna, you know what? No. It has to be crossbow, because crossbow gives us a small impulse earlier in a fight that changes our trajectory is better than banking on getting like one insane. If everything goes right, then I'll be able to play a supermassive for 400 at the end. There's not gonna be an end if you do that, man. You're gonna die on like the 3rd turn. Yes. Yes. Skill to put in my hand. Yes. Yes, please. We're gonna need to play pillar. You know what? Just give me some shit that sucks, so that I don't draw it next turn. Galaxy brain. Good. And then we drew lantern key. We drew lantern key, so we don't draw it next turn. Huge. You get everything. Pay attention. Beautiful. First 2 cards. First 2 cards are free this turn. Fine, fine. And then a crazy forge. 34 damage, okay. You don't need void this fight. You know what I don't need? Your stupid comments. This fight or ever. How do you feel about that? I don't need your pithy little own, okay? So why don't you keep your stupid comments in your pocket? Give me Orbit. Yes! Bread Pirate Roberts 88. Good job! Good job, Glenn Coco. Some of you were typing. You were typing the right thing, but just a little bit too slow. It's not your fault, Sean. It's not your fault. It's unnecessary. Get that out there. Goopy ass defend, bro. I'm just going to level with you. I don't think an attack potion is like crazy valuable for us. But it is if it gives us this. I mostly just wanted to make space for the potion. The last played attacker's skill is added to your hand. Or 2 relics. I mean, it has to be the last played attacker skill gets added to your hand. Oh, it gets played. You don't. Oh, so it gets played for free. Play a copy of your last played attacker. That's crazy. This is changed in beta too. Okay, so that means that this is overpowered. So obviously we'll be grabbing that. It's that simple. Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead and make more changes in the beta so I can keep pogging up. You're giving me the keys to the kingdom, bro. Do we have an upcoming shop? I'm going to say it's unlikely we even go that way. Take 100 gold. Give me the Juzu bracelet. We can do it. You always take the middle option. It's like ordering a bottle of wine. Don't want to look cheap. But you also you don't want to pay 300 HP. And that's just, it's just not something you want to do. Okay. There's one turn down. That's mighty nice. Should we play that? No, we should play that now because it's free. What should we play last? Last, we should play Manifest Authority. It's free anyway? It's always going to be free? Oh, because this one came from Crossbow. Okay, yeah, you're right, you're right. Sure, man. Yeah, okay. Start with this. Orbit. We want to play that. Wait, if we just play this last, we win. I should have played, excuse me, I should have played more attacks to get closer to Nunchuck, though. But not a big deal, I think. Oh, and my goopy ass defends. You're not wrong. Give me Pillar of Creation. Red Mask. Finally get a Supermassive. Okay, we might stand a chance. Maybe. Against you. I'm feeling fairly likely that we will want to have played a Void form. The Void form, no matter what, is going to be the last thing we played. Ooh. Unless we don't play Void form. You gotta play Void form. It has to be played. It begs to be played. That's such a good draw. Holy, well, I guess you're already weak, but weak for one more turn makes me feel a little bit more confident about it. I have no idea what hit you, obviously. First two cards are free. Kingly Punch doesn't get cheaper. Oh, History Course doesn't care about powers. That's right. So let's finish, in that case, with Supermassive. Ah, shit. You know what? Maybe they'll let me get a second Goopy. All right, I'll live with that. Might even be better, bro. Don't really want to play Bolus for free. I want to play you last, though. 2x Goopy? Yup, we cloned Defend. We brought him back. Am I crazy to think, because this is free, won't this give us, it'll keep our stars? Cost us nothing and keep our stars? It's not free, it's X? Only the energy is free, maybe. I don't know. What a strange world we find ourselves in. Oh, we'll Bolus you. Although I don't really want it back in my hand now that I think about it. I mean, I'm not gonna lie to you. With 19 damage on the line here, kind of obsessed with the idea of the double goop, to be honest. I didn't play the other one because it might whip back around and we need to defend, but 28 damage. I think it's okay. I think it's okay, man. Play your Goopy Defend last, and then you basically get to play an exhausted card twice. Okay, not too bad. Entropic Brew. I don't think we need a second Bagon. And it stacks twice? Well, true, not so relevant on the boss fight, I suppose. I get a little relevant on the boss fight because there's 2 bosses. It's Aeon Glass anyway, motherfucker! Motherfucker, dude. Yeah, sure. I mean, we only have a few fights left. I've never taken Royal Poison, I think. Probably not on the one that ends your turn when you play it. I'm going pussy mode. Oh, you're right. Begone is going to go kind of insane for us. Because it can get rid of the wither or whatever it puts in our hand. Forget the exact name of it. Her? I want to kind of rush you down. But give me that last. If this kills an enemy, gains stars. Not that impressed. You really think I won't fucking transform my best card into a minion strike? I don't even want to say the word minion strike, bro, because if Hollywood got that idea, we might never get another movie again. I don't want to put that evil on us. Or put, that's true, put that evil on Gru either. I don't want to put that on Gru. He's been through a lot. So these are all awesome. Sure, man. I guess Pale Blue Dot. Energy Potion will go crazy this turn. The order was fucked. Did they take some artifact off of this guy? Probably not. People would have said, they would have said something like, on the beta patch, it's different. Wither. That old chestnut, huh? Okay. This has to be played. Of course. Might as well play this. Have to play that. Give me another Pillar of Creation. 21 damage. I sleep on that. And the beauty of this, we get another Manifest Authority on the next turn. Why not, man? I don't really want to waste a Goopy Defend just to get 2 Goopies on it. Doesn't seem like the right move. I think a Venerate just straight into a supermassive pass turn. Play it with History Course. I need defense in my deck to defend the damage that they do, bro. It's not all about getting Goopy high. You obviously you really want to play Void Form. But you know what? There's a part of me that thinks we don't have to play Void Form. On this one, I think we could just let it go. I think we already got the tempo we need. I mean, sounds crazy. Sounds insane. We can get energy back, to be fair, but fuck it. I'm planting my stake in the ground. We don't need it on this one. Then you give me energy back. And this time we definitely do want a Goopy. So that we start with the defend on the next turn. But we might want to end with a supermassive. It's 32. We're already there. We're already there. Play this. We play that. We don't play this. We don't play that. And then we finally do some motherfucking damage to you. And now we're sitting here with a bunch of wasted energy, but still, we want that free Stardust. And now, we want to play Manifest Authority last. Sure. Very interesting. I don't think I can get there. I mean, I can kill you, which is that's a big milestone for me. Okay. And it feels like we probably want to just rush it down. Like a production, an arsenal, an orbit, a manifest authority, flash of steel. No reason. If I may be so bold. Fuck it. Fuck it, man. Double up on a Sovereign Blade. I'm not gonna exhaust a good defend out of my deck just to not waste energy. And we can only play one of these beasts. You know it, and I know it. It has to be Pillar of Creation. Now I'll finish with a Goopy. Wait, there's a chance, bro. There's a chance. And then, we're one energy away from Orbit. You definitely send this. You probably want to finish with the Goopy. Oh, but Void... Oh, it's so sad, though. Because if we play Void form, it ends our turn. If we play Void form, our turn ends. But then it'll still Goopy because it ignores powers, bro. So, let me think about it. Because I think we got a Falling Star, Solar Strike, triggers Orbit, takes us back to 3 energy. Not what we want to do. That's stupid, man. And we wouldn't even be able to play the Goopy because these are shackled. So, you defend, trigger Orbit. End your turn with the Void form. Take 12, but give yourself a great chance. Okay. We get the doubled up Goop. It's not that good, man, to be honest with you. We can only play one of these. It might be Goopy again, but it might be Supermassive. Either way, I think you start with Pillars of Creation. Fuck it, man. Let's get you out there. You've been good. For some reason, I thought you would be free. Because you were, I think when you were put in our hand, you were free. In that case, I mean, that's just far too expensive. Lots of block. I think it story tells itself at this point. We hit you with a fucking 51 damage Supermassive. And then we get 51 damage on the next turn as well. Free beatdown? Yeah, it's gonna be that. But maybe you play Supermassive first so that you get the beatdown. To maybe trigger more Supermassives. Okay, you hit the wrong fella. Just disappointing, but that's okay. Is this free? Yes? Well, it's gotta be Banshee's Cry, bro. And then you would play Heavenly Drill, I think. And then you would win with Banshee's Cry. It's that simple. Then you would just win with Banshee's Cry. So this is a game that we've said is too difficult. It's supposed to be hard. Maybe they were right in the beta to make it more difficult, to be honest, because this was kind of a joke. Also, oh, it's so nice to be able to put a good one on YouTube sometime this week. Not to say that the ones that are coming out are bad, but it's been a minute. It's been a minute. Sorry to leave you with a shorter stream today, chat, but I mean we started late and my kid's day camp just doesn't respect that. My kids' day campus, they don't care that the start of my day got a little bit blown up. They're like, we still got to get up. We got our own families. Okay, whatever you say, man. For now, I'll send you over to my wife's stream. I will be live. As far as I know, normal stream tomorrow. I would expect like 9 to 2. See you then. Later.